I'm going to stop right now and let's talk about what I am doing. This is our journey. Welcome to the Betancourt's homestead. Because currently I'm in the garden digging, I am still editing videos. They take a long time. Mainly because yeah, they take a long time. Anyways, I have the excavator left this really weird, and not his fault, let's just say this, let's not get carried away. So we have a step foundation and it doesn't look much, but it does go up high, and that is our patio area. So I am just literally taking old garden beds because we don't want to spend massive money. We work the Dave Ramsey system, so we pay as we go. We, live like no one else, so later we can live like no one else. If you don't know what that means and you've never heard that before, DaveRamsey.com. Anyways, so I am taking old garden beds. Actually, they're only 3 years old. They still got like 8 years of life left in them. And I am stacking them up, creating a tiered garden system. Now this area is going to be in the shade most of the time, so it gets a couple hours of sun a day, but things grow here still. I am constantly weeding it, so you know me, I don't want to weed. So if I don't want to weed, then I am going to plant something there because things will grow unless they have something competition. So I'm going to show you what I have here real quick. Let me show you what I have. So these are the garden beds that used to be up here in this area, and I'm just bringing them back but using them differently. We use what we have, right? Just to grow food, because food is good, and we have no garden right now. So this garden bed is going to be on the bottom level. There is a Palestine lime tree right here. Yes, you can grow limes in the Pacific Northwest. So we have that, and I'm just going to put cinder blocks. Let me show you what I've got. I've got my first walkway halfway dug out. So this will be a little walkway. We don't have a lot of space right here. And I've got to dig into that mound. And then I'm going to put a cinder block layer down just to raise it up a little bit. I'll put another bed down, just like I did here. Max, hi baby. Okay, beep, 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 beep. Code for backup and move out of mom's way. And I'll just keep putting one bed, two beds. I figured I'll need about 4 to get me up to that level. And once I get up to the level of the stairs, where the stairs are, then I'll backfill the whole thing in with this ugly, ugly dirt. So this is good dirt that he literally brought from underneath the ground. I think God put it there for me. But this dirt right here is absolutely disgusting, full of rock, mostly pit rock and 3/4 minus gravel. And that is going to go in this area here that I'm standing in. And, excuse me, Max, then I'll have a nice patio area. Let's get you out here. I'll have a nice patio area right there where we can barbecue and enjoy. And we'll have garden beds with greens and things that like to grow in partial sun down there. They do exist. I could have a lot of food right there. So that's what I am doing. It's all good. When those beds break down, I will turn around and order some bricks, the kind of bricks you see behind me, and I'll build using the same contour that I had just done with these beds. I will build a retaining wall system and hold in all of that dirt. But because I'm doing the main digging right now, I won't have to do this much massive digging in the future. And I'll be using these beds, and I'll be growing food, because food is important, right? So basically, making do with what I have, using the good soil that came out of the ground. It's amazing topsoil. It's just absolutely beautiful. And using the bad soil for the patio, and getting out my old seeds, because seeds are actually good for a very long time. Someday we'll have to talk about that. But I do have some from 2 years ago. I'm going to pull those out, use them. Seeds are not good forever. They're not good forever. So those of you that think you're having seed vaults, no, they're not good forever. Pull them out, use them. There you go. The fourth bed was just laid today, this morning. So this was the fourth bed. The third bed gave me a lot of problems. I will have to go through and fix it. I didn't want to dig all the way in to the hill. Whew. So I had to cut the bed and alter it. It's like not really real. It's kind of weird. But 4 beds. I figured it would take 4 to 5. It took 4 beds to get me from the bottom level. I'm going to put some gravel or bark right here to hold that in and let the water drain off. And I was pleasantly surprised when I reached the third bed, which I think is what is labeled as bed 1. I reached the third bed and realized that it was actually pretty much level with that area over there, just a slight decline. And then this one, not totally level, but it will do for lettuce, right? Lettuce and chives. I am now moving this dirt. This is good dirt, and this is the bad dirt. So I'm going to move the good dirt to the good dirt pile in the front. And the bad dirt, Maggie just was having fun on the farm. And I'm going to be moving that to the bad dirt pile. There is this dirt over here, which is really nice dirt. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. It will probably go to the good dirt pile. But right now I'm going to lay some gravel. I just took a scoop of gravel that the excavator had left. He said it was mine, I could do what I wanted. So I'm going to lay some gravel, and every time I take a load of dirt back or to the front to their piles, I'm going to bring some of the gravel back. There you go. No massive machinery, all with pickaxe and shovel and rakes. And that's it. It's looking more and more like a garden patio garden, right? Look at that. Hard work. It is hard work, but haven't we been doing that? Haven't I been showing you hard work from the very beginning? Ladies and gentlemen, I have just finished. This is now the view of where those mounds of dirt were. My husband came out and helped me for a couple hours in between his projects, a cat coming out of the bushes, and we literally cleaned up all of it. I finished out. It was such a little pile that was left, I had to go and finish it. And then, of course, because I had to finish it, I had to go and rescue the fire pit that was in the boneyard, and then I had to go into the studio and rescue the chairs. I have plans for those chairs to be fixing them up into usable. And look, I found a big huge rock that was in that pile. There were actually lots of rocks in that pile. Perfect rock to put a ice cold drink in a hot summer day. And I've got the last of the beds inserted, so I will be figuring out what to plant in those garden beds. I need more gravel, but that will have to wait. We work as we have funds, right? So the gravel will need to be added in between the beds. I am beyond excited to look out the patio door and see these inviting chairs. Not that I'll ever get to sit in them. Be honest, you know me by now. I will never be sitting in them. But it's nice to know. It's nice to know that there are chairs sitting there waiting for me when I am available to sit in them. I actually have plans. I do need to work on fixing them so that they're good for sitting. They had cushions and the cushions kind of deteriorated. So that will be a project that we will be working on together. I'll be showing you what my plans are, because the frame is perfect. I mean, if you look at them, the frame is absolutely perfect. Why throw perfect away when I can redo them? I went to go look for replacement cushions, and before you guys say anything, I bought those 2 chairs, a table and a sofa, a love seat. The love seat and the table are in the front, on the front patio, front porch. The love seat and the table are on the front porch, and these were just extras. And because those had the cushions deteriorated, those cushions, to replace them, are over $30 a piece. For the whole set of 4 pieces of furniture, I paid like $150 for all 4 together. They were like a set, maybe $199. $30 for cushions? My goodness. I can do something different. And I had a young friend of mine send me a picture that was absolutely beautiful. I loved it, and I thought, hey, I could do that. I so totally could do that. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. So let's go inside because I'm done. I have been moving gravel and dirt. I'm done for the day. Bye, you guys. So I have finished. I think we have talked about these beds a lot, but this is going to be all one massive video. So I finished the beds, and the cats are like literally having a field day pooping in them. And this will be my cat proofing system. So I have 1/2-inch PVC pipe nestled, and they're just bent, nestled into a 3/4-inch PVC pipe so that it goes up, so that I can remove them when I'm doing tomato staking. You'll see all of that later. I have a 1 5/8 screw holding the bottom of this 3/4-inch pipe, and I have some bracket. It's what we used to do water heaters with 1-inch screws going in. And I am just doing that. I'm actually going to have 4 all along, but I have ran out of 3/4-inch piping. So I'll have to go get another rung of 3/4-inch piping. And then I'm just going to do it all up. And I have bird netting that I have cut to fit these beds, and I will be installing the bird netting. Don't you just love that bed right there? It is nestled into the hill, and that hill is like solid clay. I'm done. I just made it work. So here is what I have so far. Let me turn you around and we'll show you what we've got. So I have 1/2-inch PVC piping in 3/4-inch. It's a special pipe, not PVC. They kept telling me not PVC. I got it, hardware people. I've got it. Not going to be for plumbing. So I have 4 hoops on each bed. 4 hoops. I am going to go get the bird netting and put it around. This garden right here gets about 5-6 hours of sun a day, and it is strictly going to be for greens and onions, things like that. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. The reason I'm covering it is not because I'm deer proofing. I'm cat proofing. I have 2 farm cats, and those farm cats think these beds right here are the cat's meow for pooping litter boxing. So no matter what I have available, I mean, like literally, no matter what I have available for poopaging, whatever you want to call that, they prefer these beds right here. 100% every single time. So what I am doing, because remember I have a deer fence that's up above on the top part of our property line. So I have the deer fence around our whole property line, the main part of where we garden. This right here, covering it, it's keeping out the cats from pooping and ripping up everything I plant. We'll talk to you later. Bye. This is that moment where I get to go hunting for squishy poop clods. Yeah. You really don't want to do this with me, do you? No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Sorry.